again. Yes, that's the spot.
Into the dark with you.
Right good to see you again, Governor. Heard you're the new champion. Well done, I say. Take all the time you need. Pleasure doing business with you, Governor.
Kids at war.
A most vile incident.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
Bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
Then you're an idiot.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it?
Curiosity.
What on earth is that noise?
That would be my stuff. Doesn't this room strike you as eerie? There's a chill in the air, a deeper darkness. But, of course, I should hold my tongue and stand guard. All's well as long as my lord's coffers are safe.
If I can get Alexander, then get any of this.
Who rings the bell?
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilga.
Stick to your own
The town
kind
is
my
poor, but
advice.
this room is rich.
You really don't have to look that
A weathered
far.
woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rocky shallows. And all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
Stick to your own kind is my advice.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
You really don't have to look that far. Oh, forget it.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
No rest until the killer is found.
For Alexander the Innocent, killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident. A valiant warrior
And if the
against
Magister's
the
told
void.
you to jump off a toll bridge, would you do it?
Stew is good, if you're
All
thinking of it.
destroyed.
Come on, lives are at stake.
I don't want to go to Fort Joy with the smelly lizards.
Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine?
A fisherman stares at the water, muttering to himself.
The missus will kill me. She'll tear me a new mouth halfway down my neck. Fish will bite, all right. Not that you'd eat one. I've got a worse problem than that. Way, way worse. I've gone and dropped my wedding ring in the water. I was casting a line and I cast me bloody wedding ring instead. Guess my fingers aren't as fat as they used to be.
He contrives to give you a sad look.
The wife's got a sentimental attachment to that ring. Her mum took it off her dad's drowned body, here, on this very beach.
A mischievous grin appears upon his face.
Ah, I'm joshing ya. Scammed it off a drunken elf in the tavern a few years back. But still, the wife will be furious. I could do that, I could. But seeing as the ring has a bit of sauce to it, like as not, going in there will attract Voidwoken. All things equal, between an angry wife and Voidwoken, I'm leaning towards the wife. Just a hint, nothing that concerned a Magister, made me feel that little bit more confident in myself. Maybe it was all in my head, but I felt like the ring made me more attractive to the women. I wouldn't do the dirt or anything, but it's good for the ego. Keeps the wife on her toes, too. I'm not asking you to risk your life on account of me and my marital woes, but if you fancy a paddle, you can go right ahead.
What's this? I found something. Voidwoken, to arms!
horrified fisherman stares at the water, muttering to himself.
That was terrifying. I need to get myself a new line of work. Something as far away from the water as I can go. Goat herd, high on a mountain. Spice trader in the desert. Anything but this. If the missus will go for it, of course. She likes the beach. You found it! How wonderful! The wife will be thrilled. Or she would if she ever found out about this, which of course she won't. But I can't thank you enough.
He slips the ring onto his finger, where it dangles loose.
I feel better already. Need to fatten myself up again so I don't lose it a second time. Can't be relying on the kindness of strangers to dig me out. The very best to you. I wish you well.
With a new confidence in his stance, he turns back to his fishing.
You, stranger! What are you doing here? Good. This town has enough problems. Tell me, have you seen a man around here? Grey beard, grey cloak, a look of madness in his eyes. Damien, take it all. Where is the snake? Magister Carver will have our heads if we don't find him. It's vital that you report anything unusual. We must know. Is that clear? He arrived in Driftwood some days ago, dressed as a tinkerer. He bought and sold a few knickknacks. But we thought nothing of it until our brothers started vanishing. As soon as he knew we were onto him, he ran. We think he's hiding in here, but he's a canny one. Now, be on your way. Who knows where he could strike next?
What? You be needing something from me, lass? Ain't much inclined to rub elbows with humans, if you catch me drift. Oh, that's you, is it? Yeah, I heard some talk on the grapevine. Sorry, lass, I didn't mean no offence. Besides, you ain't one of the Reds. You ain't red, you ain't wrong, that's what I say. Glad to hear you say it. The day will come we'll overthrow 'em, you mark my words. Until then, I'll practice the art of gutting unspoiled fish. Fugitive? I don't think that's something I should be discussing with strangers. And it's a courtesy I'd like to extend to you, I surely would, if it weren't so dangerous with all them Reds around. No, I shan't be baited. I ain't saying nothing on the topic no more. Gods be buggered fine. I'll tell you all I know.
The dwarf leans in and begins whispering conspiratorially.
This fella runs along, right, sweating, panicking. Reds racing after him like hunting hounds. Hide in a barrel, you fool, I yelled. And what do you know? He did. Problem is, he's still in there. Been hours. Can't go nowhere, he can't, not with the Reds around.
I don't care if we tear this place apart plank by plank. We will
Bugger off, I'm busy.
You can't just charge in
Chris
here
is
and
still the
ransack my
favourite.
business.
If I bet against him, I could win big.
There's a murderer on the loose,
lose it
and
all.
you're thinking about your
You've been warned, Barnes. Now, get back to your fish.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell them.
The Magister turns, and his eyes fall on you.
Then we can get them out.
Hugh, tell me, have you seen a man acting suspiciously near here? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel slung over his shoulder. Watch your tongue. Sir Raymond himself gave me order to find the tinkerer hiding in here, but I can still find time to haul you to a cell. Sir Raymond. He commands the garrison here, such as it is. He's on the docks, if you wish to speak to him. Now, for the last time, have you seen anyone dressed as a tinkerer in this charnel house? You can walk away from me, but if you see anything strange, report it immediately, or the next magister to go will be on your head.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair...
You see a man, well-fed and wealthy, but stress has lined his face and narrowed his waist. He tries to ignore your presence, fails. He sighs.
See here. I'm very busy. The factory is crawling with magisters, and our shipments to Arks are held up. Time is money. Don't waste my money. What do you want? A murderer, or a sorcerer, or some other species of miscreant. Whichever it is, it has nothing to do with me, except that it's stopping me shipping my fish into Arks. Now, please. When you've been in business as long as I have, you learn that there's a market for everything. You just have to find it. Or...
A dark shadow passes across his face.
sometimes it finds you. That's privileged information. I have a trade to protect. Do I? But you're right, you don't seem the type. The answer to your question is, unsurprisingly, a man in a house. A man in a house buys all the void-tainted fish I can send him.
That dark shadow crosses his face once more. He shivers.
Not that I've ever met the man. Not sure I want to, if I'm honest. Absolutely not. I don't give away sensitive information like that to anyone who just asks for it. And I don't keep it lying around, neither. That really is enough now. I'm asking you to leave. Good day. If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the magisters. Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
The dwarf reaches into a barrel and pulls out a fish. His knife glides through the scales, crimson guts spilling out in its wake. The innards fall to the floor, landing in a pool of dark bile. You'd expect fish to smell, but these reek.
Aye, the coin's sweet, and the smell sure ain't. Mind you, the boss found a buyer for this lot, so my knife stays sharp and my pockets stay full.
He runs his knife through another fish and flicks the blade, sending a shower of guts to the ground.
I'd say your guess is as good as mine. Except I got the sense not to ask any questions. Now why don't you march on? I ain't been paid to wag me chin.
The dwarf turns back to his work, slicing and disemboweling fish after fish as the blood and black bile mix and swirl around his boots. Looking at the barrel, you see that someone has scrawled Black House on it in paint. You cast your eyes around to see that every barrel headed to Arx has the same inscription.
Here, leave them barrels alone. I told you to take a hike, so scram.
Joe's mum's very nice.
I'll comb this place plank by plank. I'll find him.
Behind the containers, the fish in one of the barrels shifts slightly.
Please, you have to help me. The Magisters have gone mad. They're trying to kill me. Or worse, drag me off to Fort Joy. Please help me. I don't want to die. I don't want them to take me. I just need to get out of Driftwood. I can't risk being seen, but if you can get out of town, I can escape to Arx. Please, I'll do anything. Just don't let them see me. Don't let them find me. Damn it, hurry up. I can feel the fish oozing everywhere. Okay. Go if you have to, but please be quick. If the Magisters even think that I'm here, well, we'll all be sorry.
I'll find him, and the divine help him when I do.
And? What news?
justice. You found him. Excellent. Now, stand aside.
The Magister steps forward with a smile and draws his weapon.
What? What? No, you said you'd help. You promised. You promised you'd get me out.
You utter fool. Very well. If you want to share his cause, then you'll share his fate.
You found him! Excellent! Now stand us.
The Magister steps forward with a smile and...
What? No, you said you'd...
You utter fool!